Who would have thought with just a single tweet, the greatest fighter in MMA history and of all time, Jon Bones Jones, would be rapidly losing credibility. So a few days ago, he tweeted out, "I'm in the middle of a pretty clear decision. Stick to exact and original plans and fight the man with all the accolades, or completely disregard all of the Stipe training I put in and fight another potential hype train that may not even be around in 3 years. I'm not changing my plans for anyone. Stipe is over there as the best heavyweight ever, working his ass off. I'm gonna give that man what he wants. I'm gonna claim another head. Whatever comes next, comes next." So that is actually what is losing Jon Jones so much credibility in the MMA world. Him still choosing to fight Stipe Miocic rather than fighting Tom Aspinall, who is currently holding the heavyweight interim title, and in my opinion is the real heavyweight champion of the world. It's a very unfortunate and it's a kind of a tough situation. I could see where Jon Jones is coming with this, like the hype between him and the Stipe fight. It was real when it was initially announced and initially supposed to go down. And it's not Stipe's fault. Jon Jones is the one that had to pull out due to injury. So it's unfortunate because it's not Stipe's fault. And it's such a big payday for Stipe Miocic also, that like I could see why Jon Jones doesn't want to just pull that rug out from underneath him when that payday is so big and it's right there, right in front of his face. And for Jon to be like, "Yeah, I'm injured now and I'm not going to fight you, so you're not going to get that payday. You need to fight someone else." It is kind of messed up. But at the same time, as the heavyweight champion of the world, you're considered as the baddest man on the planet. You should be going after the baddest men on the planet. And if you were to ask me and probably anyone else, Tom Aspinall is that guy. There's no doubt about it. Stipe Miocic is the greatest heavyweight of all time, but to sit here and act like he's the same as he once was would be extremely foolish of me. And yeah, having the greatest heavyweight of all time on your resume also does look pretty nice, but everyone's going to remember it as, you know, a long past it 3-year layoff greatest heavyweight of all time rather than him being in his actual prime years. And in my personal opinion, at this point, I think Tom Aspinall gives him more credibility. Tom Aspinall is a legit heavyweight. He displays the kind of striking we have not seen from heavyweights before. This guy is massive and his striking is so fluid and he's so big and so strong. He truly is the sign of a new wave of fighters coming into MMA. So in my opinion, if Jon Jones were to take down either one, I think the Aspinall one is way more impressive. In my personal opinion, he needs to fight Aspinall before he retires. If he fights Stipe, beats Stipe, and then retires, it's not going to look very good, and he's definitely going to lose a ton of credibility. If he beats Stipe and then goes on and fights Aspinall and then beats Aspinall and then retires, I'm sure he's perfectly fine. Of course, there's going to be the people out there who are saying he was running away from Alex Pereira or Poatan, but that's just how it is every single time. If he were to beat Alex Pereira, then there would be some other heavyweight coming up that people would say he retired to avoid. But in my personal opinion, you know, go ahead, fight Stipe, beat Stipe, but you gotta fight Tom Aspinall before you retire. Because I can almost guarantee you guys, even though Jon Jones has by far the most legendary and prolific resume in MMA history, a lot of people out there will start to put GSP, Mighty Mouse, and various other fighters over him when we talk about the greatest of all time. The situation they got going on here in the heavyweight division is almost like in boxing, you know what I mean? We got two champions. We need to unify to see who is the baddest man on the planet. But y'all let me know, do y'all think Jon Jones loses credibility taking on the Stipe fight rather than Tom Aspinall fight? Feel free to give me your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I thank you all so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.